Alright, so here I have my my Miata ND. So here I have a battery, a lighter battery. Basically, it's a lithium iron, not lithium ion. So this battery is actually let me talk about the fitment first. So this is a power sports battery. Basically motorcycles, ATV, and such. But it's strong enough to crank this car over. But let's look at the fitment first. So obviously the connectors are are power sport type connectors, but you could get basically SAE adapters for car for car connectors, right? That's what I have here. Well, this is I got this on Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks or something like that. All right, so it comes with a positive side and a negative side. The positive side is a little bit bigger. It comes with two bolts, Allen heads, 5mm, a little lock washer. So that's the adapter. And the battery itself comes with the nut for the power sport connection. So anyways, so look at the fitment. So it fits in the in the stock with the stock bracket, and this way here will actually fit as well. I have to just kind of turn it a little bit and kind of push down just a tiny bit, because this adapter here actually stands up a little bit, so it's just it should fit just in there. So let me take this out and talk a little bit about the battery. So here's the battery. The brand is Anti-Gravity. Oops. Anti-Gravity. It's a US brand, American made. Uses it uses what was it, A123, I believe, A123 lithium iron. Well, it says lithium ion right here, but it's actually I believe it's a lithium iron and not ion. So this is obviously that's a model ATX-30, 880 cranking amps. So I believe that's probably the warm amps. The cold amp is probably maybe 100 amps less than that. Maybe actually, you know what? The lithium ions don't have much power at freezing temperature. So at freezing temperature, it might not work very well. So you might have to consider that. But one way to warm up a lithium battery in freezing temperature is basically turn the ignition on and turn the lights on, and for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that. That will actually warm up the battery, and hopefully it'll get warm up enough that it has power. But anyway, so back to the battery itself. So this battery is Anti-Gravity has this listed as I think 5.75 pounds or something like that. Basically just under 6 pounds. But I think once I add the little terminals in here, it'll probably bring it up to, because this looks like copper to me. But I wonder if it's real copper or just plated. But anyways, feels pretty weighty. I should put a magnet to it and see if it's steel or not. But anyways, with these two terminals added, it's probably gonna be 6 pounds. So let's call it 6 pounds. The stock battery, the size is a 151R, and these batteries, and this is a Duralast. This is actually not the original battery. The original battery died out because the previous owner didn't drive this car very much. So his first battery died out, and he put this on. This is pretty new too. This is only this battery is, I saw the date code on here. This battery is only, oh geez, that's heavy. This battery is only I think April or something like that. But anyways, this battery here is somewhere between 26 pounds to about 28 pounds, somewhere in that range, depending on what brand you buy, or what you buy the gold one or the platinum one or the silver one or whatever. I have no idea which one this was, so let's call it 26 pounds. It could be 28, but it's called 26. So basically, I'm losing 6 pounds. I mean, excuse me, 20 pounds. 20 pounds doesn't seem like much. But looking at the car, where the battery sits, and where the front axle line is, the front axle line runs about right to the middle of the timing chain, or is it a timing belt? I'm not sure this is a chain or a belt. I think it's a chain. But anyways, it runs right through there. So the weight is ahead of the axle. So that's what you don't want. You rather have the weight behind between the axle instead of overhanging the front or back of the axle, right? That's why this is even though it's a front configured engine, it's still considered a mid engine because it's the engine is between the axles. Let's go back to the batteries. So yeah, so basically I'm losing 20 pounds. What does it come with? It comes with obviously the this is a 4-terminal, so they made it very the negative side, the positive side. They made it very flexible, so depending on what vehicle you put it in. But it comes with four of these bolts here for whatever side terminals. Obviously, I'm not going to use them because I'm going to be using these studs here instead. So there's that. It also comes with these little steppers right here. You see how it's sitting above here? So you could choose to use this or not. I have to use it on this car because without these, it's a little bit too low, and the plug can't reach down enough. So it has to be a little bit higher. Let's see what else is going to come with. I think that's about it. Just whatever instructions, right? So this is the newer battery series. They call it the restart, meaning because the problem with using lithium battery is that if you drain the voltage down too low, it will actually kill the battery. So anti-gravity put in this restart device. What it does is it actually, let's say you have the radio on or the lights on, whatever, it drains down. It will drain down to a minimum voltage. Then the battery management circuit here will actually disconnect the battery, or basically turn off the power to this, so that way it can't drain anymore. So you won't go to it and go, oh, I have a dead battery now I need a jump start or whatever. You just go here, you press the button, and you have basically a couple of crank cycles to start up the car, or I should say the bike or the power sport vehicle. Since this is gonna go on a car, I probably only have one chance. I'm guessing. You don't know until you actually try, right? So but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna I don't want to do that. So this is way more cranking amps than the stock size battery is. Stock size battery cranking amp is let's see, at 32 degrees it's 530. At cold cranking amp, I think that's considered to be about 20 degrees maybe. Anyways, basically you're losing about 100 cranking amps. So this is a lot more. So it should be fine. As far as the amp hour goes, this one is rated to have equivalent of 30 amp hours. I believe these ones, I mean the new battery rating, they don't even say the amp hours. They say capacity in minutes. So I'm not sure what the actual amp hour on this is, but I believe the amp hour on this is probably at least 30, possibly maybe as high as 50. So I believe it's higher than the lithium, but I don't plan on leaving the car on, sitting in the car and leaving the radio on for an hour or something like that. I never done that in any car I've ever had. I've never had a car where I had to worry about the radio draining my battery, because I don't do that at all. So anyways, so this is gonna lighten up the car a little bit. So there we have it. I'm gonna put it back in and connect it and everything, and then I'll start it up. So I'm gonna make another video of that so you guys could hear it, see how strong it cranks. All right, so stay tuned.